a short video to give you a small introduction into the soul retrieval that we're going to be doing tomorrow. So we wanted to give you a couple of updates and to thank you all personally for signing up for us. It's a great pleasure for Ron, Debbie, and I to be working with you guys on this part of your spiritual path. The soul retrievals. Basically, Ron and I go into your Akashic records and we pull up past lives that have special meaning and bearing on your life. It could be a lot of things that you just never really understood why certain aspects have come into your life. Like you're saying, I never did this. I never experienced anything, as a child or anything like that, to have these fears or have to have these doubts or not understanding why certain patterns of behavior continue to come into your being, even though you've worked on things and so on. So part of the soul retrieval by setting your intention is already kind of working. It is not an easy thing, but it can be assisted. So I recommend highly that you do grounding meditations. There's a gazillion on YouTube that you could find that works for you. Go out to nature, go to the beach, mountains, whatever is closest to you, a park, your backyard, or whatever, and work with the elementals, work with Hollow Earth. You could do meditations to take you to Hollow Earth, and really, so you're grounding in the core, in the original balanced, harmonious core of Mother Earth, and into the higher dimensions of the fourth and fifth. Because the work that we do will start churning up some of these things for you to see the lessons, for you to understand, why this came into your being. What did you choose to do in this life that will forward you on your ascension path? And a lot of the times we choose these hard lessons. So because we're in a spirit state, we're like, oh, we can handle this. We can take care of this. Perfect. So that it's going to be something that's probably very deep and to your core, okay, of who you are in this life. So what we want you to do is to be compassionate with yourself and to be gentle. So a lot of this work that we'll do with the next, we've started already doing for some of you, because thank goodness, we've had quite a nice response, and we'll probably be doing 2 or 3, maybe 2 live. We of course will not use names. Debbie will assign a Zebu symbol to each one of you, and she'll send that to you so you can recognize your candle. She'll be doing a candle ceremony private for each one of you, inclusive, and she'll be setting it up on the altar. She has some beautiful crystals to work with, which is, by the way, another great grounding tool is to work with your crystals. If you have crystal skulls or just crystal quartz or amethyst or, anything that really resonates with you, that will assist you with it. Another part that we've been working a lot with is rainbow chakra energy. In other words, we're seeing the rainbow colors in each of the chakras, and then guiding all of that energy through the heart center. And so we're calling it rainbow heart, which is actually a term I came up with my daughter for her to understand that connection, that heart connection that we all have with each other. And the best way is to envision yourself in your golden pranic tube, or put yourself in the pranic tube of the earth, the golden pranic tube of the earth, which connects the higher essence of who you are, your higher self, and grounding you into Mother Earth. So that getting the physical reality connected with the higher etheric. We will also then make recommendations for healings, or I've already done healings for you for that particular situation, put you in a particular place of healing. Once we determine what it is that you're working on, we then proceed to ask our angelic helpers, the masters, angelic guides, your guides, as to what is the best procedure for you to be able to heal and start your healing process with this. So, and then if there's any soul contracts that are involved, we help, we call in Archangel Michael and use the sword of truth to cut away the contract, cords of the contract, so that you are released and free from this energies and are able to move forward. So I wanted to pull a couple of cards for all of you to set the tone for the healing tomorrow. And I'm going to be using The Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh and Path of the Soul by Shirley Harnish, which these are beautiful mandalas. And really, I thought that they would be appropriate so that there's some things that you could use in your meditation. All right, here is perfect. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So that's what we're doing with the soul retrieval. It's beautiful. Look at that beautiful mandala. It is a bright, fiery red orange, and it's the flower of life. Look at those beautiful petals, that lotus flower that's completely open. So it's about releasing this fear that we have, this egoic fear, setting it aside. And once with your awareness, your higher self comes in, and you allow that awareness to come in based on the readings we're going to do for you, and that's going to help you to release it. So very appropriate card. Let me go ahead and pull a couple more. I feel the need to. Wow. Pull another one. Pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. This will help with the soul contract cutting. For those that are, relationship or issues that you've carried over from these previous lives, it's going to allow you to release that, so you don't have to identify yourself with it, and you can release that identification and understand that you are the higher self, that you are not that being at that other dimension, that you are here in this physical dimension, and that you allow yourself to be released from and incorporating self-love and compassion for yourself. All right, so I'm going to pull one more. And it's regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, in the sense of what we can do is understand, get the lesson from it, understand the higher source, which is what we're doing with the soul retrieval, and allowing that to go. So it's about forgiveness. It's about forgiveness for yourself, compassion for yourself, self-love, and releasing the fears that, and it's very appropriate that the energies that we're working with are these orange and yellow energies. So it's very solar plexus centered and chakral and roots, the lower chakras that we're dealing with right here. And we've been working a lot, Debbie, Ron, and I, and over the last few days with the solar plexus energy. And of course, that is our connection to the cosmos. That is our connection to each other. And it's it's the golden cord, basically, that connects us to all life. All right, so I just want to pull a couple from the Path of the Soul. I know we're getting on 8 minutes. I would meant this to be a little kind of short video, but that's okay. I'll just throw it in as a nice little extra for you guys. Ooh, okay, so I've got 2 cards. First one is number 27. This kind of looks like an embryo. Let me see what the number is. And she has the way that she talks about it. Oh, this is beautiful. Doves. So it represents the cycling from the old to the new. And it's important to remember that you are not alone during this journey. So call in your guides, call in your angelic helpers, your ascended masters that you connect with. Quan Jin is wonderful to work with in this instance. Shamuel with the compassionate and loving unconditional love energies, that pink energy. It says you will receive the energy and strength to do what needs to be done. You are fully supported. Know that it is okay to ask for support. This cycle will end soon, and you will experience full bounty and beauty in this wonderful growth. So of course, doves are also the doves of peace, the signs that a new dawn has come, like from Noah and the ark, when the dove brings the olive branch to him to let him know that she has found land. And once we do that, then we get, look at these beautiful spirals here. It's the 17, and it's called treasures. And it's what has been hidden is now coming to light. So those inner treasures, by doing the soul retrieval, you're going to find the pearls of wisdom. You're going to find the treasure of who you really are within you, and allow that then to blossom and to come out. And it talks about staying very grounded. You look at the colors of the energies are that red, very deep red, sacral root chakra energy. So it's really very much about grounding yourself and allowing the energies to flow through you. And has one last card. Ooh, lovely. And this is, I believe, the Goddess card. It's the number 30, which 3, of course, is the card of manifestation. So that's awesome. It is the Goddess card. Whether you're man or woman, you have the Goddess and feminine energies supporting you and are within you. So it's the yellow crown. So again, it's accessing this Goddess feminine energy within you to know that that is also who you are. And it's about self-empowerment and a strong energy. So working with the chakral and root chakras, again, so very much a theme for us. It says for women, the goddess is here to remind you that your sexuality is an important part of who you are and is just as important as other aspects that make up who you are. And for the men, it is a strong female energy that is surrounding you. And it's also tapping into your own divine feminine energy within you to create balance. So again, a lot of balance issues here. When we're working with the root chakras and the lower chakras, it's really about our foundations, our support, our what we're building ourselves on. So this is kind of going back to the beginning to release the unsteadiness of that fears and uncertainties about ourselves create basically a weak foundation. So we're coming back and we're rebuilding to give you that strong foundation in the soul retrieval. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. And for those that we've already done some work for, I'll be sending you a separate private video to give you your particular information. But I just wanted to thank you. I look forward to seeing and speaking with you tomorrow. You can go to the Google Plus Akashic Inspiration page, or go to my YouTube channel. It's also on the events on my Facebook, so you can access the link through there. It'll be 1:11 p.m. Eastern daylight time, and it's going to be, it's going to be great, but lots of fun. So many blessings. Thanks for joining.